Hi, Lynn, it's Kathy. I'm going to do a reading for you today, and I'm going to, instead of doing it like for a monthly reading, what I'm going to do is a big um, astrological event is taking place in a couple of days, and that is Saturn, the planet of Saturn, that's moving into Aries. It's coming out of Pisces, which was all about spirituality, and now it's moving into Aries. And this is happening on the 24th of May through September, I think it's September 2nd, 2025. And this is all about evolving, your soul evolving. Some of the questions that you can ask yourself during this time frame, let me see if I can get that camera a little bit more settled there, would be what, where will you mature? Where will you grow wiser, less naive? Um, where will you become more focused? And a lot of meditation before I did your reading, I was getting that there is to maintain your childlike approach to creativity. I don't know where that was coming from, but that's what I was getting, that you're a very creative person and there's something that you want to express creative wise. That's the first question. And then the second question during this time frame is, what limits or realities must I face? Uh, this is part of a growth process where uh, you're looking at certain oppressive energies that you feel are on you and how you work through them through your soul's growth and still maintain your childlike um, spirit and how you move through these types of energies because Saturn is showing us is applying these type of energies to you so you can learn from these oppressive energies, how to get through them, how to grow through them, how to approach them. um, they can't be avoided. We all have limits in reality, whatever that may be for you. And how do you move through them? How do you deepen your soul's growth by learning to take the lessons that are being learned through this oppressive energy and moving through them without losing yourself or your childlike innocence? I don't want to say innocence, but sweetness, childhood, things that you were initially born with, but because of our process through life and reality, that they may have been forgotten. There's three questions. The next question is, where will future, um, or excuse me, where will failure, loss, or obstacles appear during this time frame as your teachers? And again, that kind of goes back to oppressive energy. Um, some things just cannot be avoided or repressed. What must I face? What limits must I face? And what has my soul learned through this energy? There's going to be a couple months where during that time frame where it moves back, they call it a retrograde, where it moves back into Pisces. And that is, again, about spirituality, and then it'll come back through Aries. I did meditate before your reading, and I asked Mom if there were any messages that she would like to, what did I hear when I was meditating from Mom, and I wrote some things down for you, and this is what I got: joy, music, maintain your childlike um, personality, wonder when it comes with that. Um, the other thing I got from Mom is that she is always with you. So are all of your other spirit guides and your ancestors, whatever you consider your faith. And that the main message that I got from Mom for you is you are perfect. She sees you as being perfect, and she is with you always. Um, the other thing about Saturn, and I wrote this down too, Saturn and Aries, uh, what is approaching all of us, not just Aries, it's just Saturn in Aries. Think of it as like a hotel or your home. And Saturn's not, what's the word I want? Saturn's not comfortable in your sign. Um, so think about it as someone coming to visit you with the energy of Saturn, and they're staying at your house and you're doing different things to try to understand them or make them feel at home. So Saturn is about delivering some of those messages, those questions that you need, maybe all of us need to work on. And this is going to be affecting you, Aries, with a sun sign of Aries in your first house, which is all about your individualism, your self-concept, your personal self-care. So this is where you can take those questions and see what you can do on how you can grow in those areas, and what you can do to improve your soul's growth or evolve in those areas. So again, it's where will I mature, grow wiser and less naive? Where will I become more focused on a craft or creativity? What limits or realities must I face that cannot be avoided or repressed, and how do I work through them by maintaining my personal health care, my individuality? Where will failure, loss, or obstacles appear as my teachers? And again, this is about learning the lessons of obstacles or failures. We all do have those. And what have you learned from them? Okay, so some of the other energies, as I was um, researching about Saturn, for all of us is there's and the energy that's around that is there is what's called divine feminine and divine masculine. It doesn't mean male or female. It just means all of us humans have a divine feminine side and a divine masculine, and you can look that up if you like. But the divine feminine is now, there has been divine masculine showing up in our physical world, our 3D world. But the divine feminine is now showing up in all of us. It's starting to come in more. And this is energy of no more overgiving. No more, if you're in a relationship or whatever you're in, job, friendship, no more overgiving. Tend to your own needs first, that you are done with overgiving. You need to strike a balance there. You are done, done, done. So for some of you, if you are in that energy right now and you feel that you are done now, you are going to express yourself. You are going to boldly express yourself. You're going to stand in your power. You're maturing. Uh, Also, there is energy in the divine masculine, feminine right now, where all of us are enabling someone in our life who needs to grow up, whatever that means for you. No more enabling. It's time for all of us to grow up and mature. Um, and the other message that I got for you when I was working through the cards was, don't dim your light to fit in. That's part of a card, oracle cards that I have. And I kept getting that for you. I got that you have a council of ancestors, spirit guides, angels that are always there for you. Whenever you need anything, you can talk to them. They are always there. One of the things I've learned through all of this, the last 8 years or so, is we don't have to suffer alone. So there are energies there. Spirit wants you to be happy. So ask for help if you need it. think about anything that you're yearning for, manifest. I meditate, I like to manifest, certain things. And it's surprising how they may not come in the form that you want, but then you realize later that they've shown up for you. And to share your voice. There is something that you want to express, whether it be through a creative project, writing, singing, but there's something that you have, that only you have, that spirit is asking you to express. Okay, so what I'm going to do now is I'm going to get an energy card, an energy oracle card, and these are by Sandra Ann Taylor, and they come in an upright and reverse position. And the first card that popped out for you right away is called Cornucopia, Abundance. I'll read to you what that says here in my little book. It's a good card. It's a positive card. It's new beginnings, opportunities, and potential. You have 1, 1, 11. And I'm going to read that to you real quick. And that's the energy that is around you right now. So this is wishes fulfilled. If you look at this card, wishes fulfilled. Sometimes you don't even realize that the wishes that you've been asking for are right around you. An abundant harvest and great blessings are waiting for you, and you may even find all of your wishes fulfilled. This cornucopia of gifts from the universe can come in the form of financial riches, job fulfillment, romantic love, or all of the above. When you receive the cornucopia upright, you know that you've done important work and it's about to pay off. The seeds you've planted in your energy and in your life are ready to be harvested in some significant way. Get ready for a great feast of abundant value is being prepared for you now, and the spirit is applauding all of your effort. So that's what's around you right now. That's nice energy. Okay, I'm going to put that right up here. And then I'm going to lay down Celtic Cross. I've pre-shuffled the card. I'll just give them one more shuffle. We'll break them. Yeah, it was kind of nice energy when I asked Mom for any messages, and I felt like in my meditation that she had put her hands above my head and was kind of giving me that energy of always being there, always loving us. The messages that I were getting, that we are, in her eyes, we are perfect, and that in reality, the things that may have been oppressive to Mom didn't allow her to always show that to us, and she was learning how to work through that, through her soul's growth. She had things that she dealt with in reality, so many children, not much time, the things we know now about their relationship, but how she worked through them and how it may have affected us. And she wants us all to know that she thinks we are perfect as we are, that you don't need any more to be perfect in her eyes. You are perfect. Okay, let's break the deck. And I'm asking always to deliver messages that clearly, hopefully, that you need to hear today. And this is energy through the Saturn and Aries from May 24th to September 2nd of 2025. Let's lay these down quickly here and move some of this out of the way. Hopefully you can see all of that. Yeah. And we'll go here and we'll move that. I always have all the readers, they have to move their cards around. It's kind of hard to tell with the camera all the time. One of these days we'll get it straight, right? There's this, and this. Okay. So your main energy through this time frame is the Six of Cups, and that's the energy of looking back, reflecting back on your childhood. And I feel like with this energy, during this time frame, you're going to be looking at what was it that brought you enthusiasm, excitement, childlike, that childlike energy of playfulness, innocence, maybe what you were thinking about as a child, what you wanted to do. Maybe you want to, like you had talked about, I mean, I know you, so we had talked about this before. Looking at your past, reflecting on it. Maybe you want to write something. Maybe you want to express something. Um, but it's okay. You're looking back and reflecting on that, how far you've come, and how much your soul has grown from childhood to adulthood. You might be thinking about a pet. You might be thinking about a child. You might be thinking about yourself as a child. What's crossing that card, what may assist you or hinder you, is the Seven of Pentacles. Seven of Pentacles is about growing something, planting seeds. Where do you want to put your energy? What is at the root or subconscious at this time is the Five of Wands. You're conflicted about something, what you want to build. And what is on your mind right now is the Queen of Wands. And that's your energy, Aries. Um, you have the Knight of Wands, which is Sagittarius, the Queen of Wands, which is Aries, and then the King of Wands, which is Leo. So this card for me is always about taking the past, lighting it up in your hand and blowing it away. I do feel like there are energies as well as changing beliefs here about your past, maybe seeing it differently now as you've grown, as you've gone through things in your life, depending on, this is a specific reading for you, Lynn, but if I were reading a general reading, I would say to someone, or general public, if I was videotaping it, depending on where you are in your life, where do you want to where do you want to focus your energy now? Okay, you've gone through your life here, a process. Your beliefs might be changing. You may be thinking about what beliefs you had as a child and taught to you by your parents that you just don't believe in anymore, and you've learned through life that there's different beliefs, and you're letting some of these old beliefs go. In your past energy, you have Scorpio energy, death and rebirth. Now these major cards, which are called major arcana, these are messages from your higher self. We have the lower arcana, which goes from ace to king, and then we have 21 or 22 major arcana. So this is time for you to, let go of what was and look at a rebirth here of yourself. And again, I do feel like there's some beliefs that you're letting go. Your future energy is the Nine of Swords. Okay, you may be a little overthinking things. Maybe this stresses you out. Maybe you're up at night and thinking about something or worrying about something from your past. Spirit's saying, take that energy. The queens are all about looking inside. Take that energy that might be stressing you out, put it in your hand and just light it on fire mentally and let it go. The Queen of Wands is all about inspiration, knowing creativity, looking inside of herself, taking action, feeling energetic. Your energy right now is the Two of Wands. Again, fire energy. Where do you want to go from here? There's a whole wide world out there. Now, I know you've been traveling, but this card does indicate possible traveling here. You're at some type of crossroads. Do you want to, are you looking out and seeing what the world has to offer? Are you going to plant what you've already have in your life and go forward in a different direction? The energy around you is the Seven of Swords. Again, the Seven of Swords, and we'll take a look at that because I want to see what you have as in the upcoming energy and how that applies. The energy around you, I feel, is like unknown. This is air energy. This is um, maybe sneaking away. Maybe, again, we talked about Saturn, and maybe this, when I see this, um, thinking about how can you work through anything instead of running away. If you feel this energy applies to you. Seven of Swords is maybe not speaking your truth, is what I'm getting here. Um, Aries have strong personalities. Um, when I talked about the feminine, divine feminine showing up now, and for all of us, is being your authentic self. This is what I'm getting with this. And it's okay. This is the environment, like making the choice to be your authentic self here. Um, Dropping some beliefs or masks that maybe you've had to wear because of childhood expectations from parents, or childhood wounds, or a role you had to play. Where are you going to put your energy now? What are you going to grow now for yourself? You want to be authentic. You want to live your authentic life. No more hiding. The Seven of Swords is about lies or hiding or sneaking away. No more pretending to be something for other people or to please them, to make them feel like the overgiving. This is about you now, your hopes and your fears, and there you are, the Emperor. That's the higher self, the Emperor. This is a major arcana card. Can you do it? Can you take control of your life? You want to be the leader in your life. And that may just be a matter of moving things towards your authentic self. Doesn't mean necessarily that you have to, when readers say you have to move away or whatever, it's about an energy where you are going to be your authentic self. You're a leader. You're a strong personality. You're not going to overgive. You're going to give to yourself. You're going to plant that energy into what you want, your authentic life. It gets tiring to always be putting a mask on or trying to please other people. You're going to be bold. You're going to have bold expression. Um, you're going to want to not learn how to, but be in the energy of who you are, who you've always wanted to be. And the outcome in this energy is the Ten of Pentacles. Abundance, happy family, happy life. Um, this is what you want. This is abundance, whatever that means to you. Happy family, happy life, the little doggy sitting there. This is what's going to bring that to you. Now, the only question I have here is I'm a little curious about the conflict. This Five of Wands. This is your subconscious energy. Is you're conflicted. You're conflicted. Now let's see what we have. I'm going to ask for 2 cards to clarify the Five of Wands. And we got 2 cards. Okay, thank you. And we have the Nine of Cups. And you have the Queen of Wands again. There's maybe some conflict on what it is that's going to bring you this happiness, where you're going to focus that energy. And, we all have that. It's kind of trial by error. Maybe taking a step towards something that your true authentic self has always wanted to do. You're going to be, Spirit's asking you to be unapologetic. Whatever it is that you are feeling, fills your emotional wishes here, your cornucopia that we talked about. You want to express that now. The Queen of Wands is looking out with this Two of Wands and saying, what is it that's going to bring me happiness, where I can grow, where I can be my authentic self. You're ambitious, you're creative, unapologetic for that. Okay, and then the other, let's clarify this Nine of Swords. This is a card of overthinking, being in your head too much. It's an air sign. And we have two cards here. The Three of Wands, which is, and the Magician. You have everything you need to create what I would say is what you're manifesting. And this is a person, these are two different decks. The Two of Wands, this young woman here, feminine energy, is looking out there. She's at a crossroads as to, do I want, maybe you're traveling, whatever it is, you're planning something. This is the stage of planning, making a decision. The Three of Wands is taking action towards that plan. And this is about manifestation. What is going to fill your emotional needs? If you're concerned or worried that you don't have what it takes, Spirit is saying that you do. You have the Magician. Again, this is a major arcana card. Your higher self is saying that you have the creativity, you have the abundance, you have the emotional capability, and you have the communication skills or the clarification on what you want to do. This might be a good time to just take a little time, whether you're out walking Luna or for me, I put on meditation, guided meditation. You can go on your phone and just put guided meditation for manifestation, and just lay down and let it do its thing and see what comes up for you. And listen, get some alone time to listen to your soul. Your soul's going to speak to you and give you some hints on what it is that you, your higher self is expressing to you on what you can do. What about this Seven of Swords? I'm curious about that. Too many cards. This is the environment. Something is hidden. Maybe you're hiding something. You're hiding your authentic self. Ah, there's the Ten of Swords. Nice. You're done. You're done doing that. It's over. You feel like you've been through enough, and now is the time to really be your true, authentic self. Like I said, with no apologies. And the other card we have here is the Page of Wands. Something new is beginning here. You want something new. The Page of Wands is the adventurer. It's a young energy, a new energy. You could be getting a message about some good news about something that's coming towards you. Okay, that's a very nice reading. And with this Emperor energy, let's get a couple cards on that. Spirit, that's your higher self saying, take the lead in this. You're done with that. And there's your new beginning with the Fool. You're ready to adventure out into something new. And the King of Wands. Yeah, now you're ready. The King of Wands is someone who has all the qualities of that suit: creativity, ambitiousness, growth here. And it's looking at a new beginning with the energy of the Emperor, which is Aries. And you are a leader. You are the leader in your own life. No more overgiving to others. No more enabling others. No, as far as taking the lead in your life, you are the leader in your own life. Okay, Lynn, I'm going to get a couple angel messages. Let's see what we have here. These are Doreen Virtue, healing with the angels. As you think about this time frame and answer those questions about your soul's growth. One more shuffle. And yeah, we'll get 2 cards. Children. And again, there's that childlike energy showing up in miracles. And I feel that this may be the energy that I was getting with not only the meditation, but from Mom, is that she is with you. She wants you to be joyful. She wants you to be childlike. Miracles. Still believe in miracles. Anything can happen. We have time. The time is not running out. You have time. You have time to create and time to meditate and time to be out in nature and time to be childlike. To go back to that energy where um, time wasn't on your mind when you were a child. You felt like you had all the time in the world. And just because we are getting older doesn't mean that our time to create or be childlike and believe in miracles is running out. So this is what I have for you. I hope it's resonated. I'll get one other message from our higher self and we'll be done. Believe in miracles. They're happening all over. We're going to get one card from your higher self. And I am a visionary. It's funny. You can't make this stuff up. We're talking about creativity, right? This is your higher self. I am a visionary. Creativity is a driving force in your life. Your imagination is rich, and you are able to express your feelings and insights in unique ways that others can benefit from. Yes, you can. And that number is 12. So you may be seeing that number. Okay, Lynn, this is Kathy. I hope you had a wonderful trip, and I'll talk to you real soon. I love you. Bye.